Hi everyone. Today we're going to be creating a Symbols of the USA project. I think you're going to like this one a lot. In this game, you're going to have the apple pie follow your mouse pointer around the screen. And when the apple pie touches a symbol of the United States, the symbol is going to make a noise, a sound effect, say something, or do something kind of fun. Watch how it works. Here we go. Ready, set, and go. Yes, so here's how we're going to make today's project. You're going to have to go to my Scratch project, and I'll put the link in the YouTube comments below, and then click on the Remix button. You'll see a green Remix button right there. So click on the Remix button, and then you can see inside, and we can begin to start coding. Hey, before we start coding the apple pie and the Liberty Bell and the burgers and stuff, you should go to the backdrops and choose a backdrop that you like best. So I'm going to click over here, see the stage area right there? I'm going to click on the backdrops right there. Now I'm going to go over here to click on the various different backdrops. I've got 4 or 5 here for you. You choose the one you like. For me, the one I like to start the game is the farm backdrop. So I'm going to click on farm like that. And then we're going to go and get started on coding the apple pie. So I'm going to pause there for a minute, let you find the Scratch project, Symbols of the USA. Choose the Remix button. Click on a backdrop that you like best. I like farm, but you may want to choose a different one. And then when you're ready for the next part, I'll be here waiting. Okay, let's start by having the apple pie follow your mouse pointer all around the screen. So I'm on the apple pie right there. I'm going to go get a green flag from the events button and drag that over there. Let me make that a little bit bigger for you so you can see it at home or at school, wherever you happen to be working. So when the green flag is clicked, I want the apple pie to start up here. So I'm going to have it start way up there. So I'm going to go to the motion button, the blue one right there, and I'm going to tell it where to start. I already experimented a bit before I started filming this video, so I know where I want it to start, and I want it to start at -65 and 110. Hey, you can have it start wherever you want. That's just where I chose it to start, is way up there. So green flag, perfect. That's where I want it to start right there. So before it starts moving, I'm going to have it say a couple of things just to explain to the viewers what's going on. So I'm going to go grab a say button from the looks button. It's the purple one right there. So say hello. You could say hello or maybe good afternoon or something. You decide how to greet the viewers. And then I'm going to have it give another instruction. So instead of another hello, it's going to say something like this. Let me follow your mouse pointer, oops, I should spell it right, pointer to the different US symbols. And instead of 2 seconds, I'm going to make that a little bit longer. Nobody can read that in 2 seconds, so maybe 4 seconds. So you'll have to write a little greeting, hello, and an explanation. Let me follow your mouse pointer to the different US symbols. And then it's going to follow your mouse pointer. Watch how I do that. So first of all, I'm going to go to the motion button, and it's going to point to your mouse pointer. So wherever my mouse pointer is, the apple pie will point towards it. And then it's going to move, maybe not 10 steps, that's too far. How about 2 steps? We'll try that. And then it's going to do this forever and ever. So let me get the forever button. It's in the control structure right there. Forever, I'm going to put it around that. Now, let's see how this works. Ready? So it should say something first. Yep, hello. Let me follow your mouse pointer to the different US symbols. Perfect. And now it should point to the mouse pointer and move 2 steps. Perfect. Just like that. Wonderful. So, hey, I'm going to pause there. Let you code the apple pie to follow your mouse pointer. If you're stuck, please look at my code here on the screen. And then when you're ready for the next part, I'll be here waiting. All right, so the next thing we're going to do is code the Liberty Bell, and the Liberty Bell is going to make a sound when it's touched by the apple pie. So I'm going to go to the Sounds button. See, I'm on the Liberty Bell right now, right there. I'm on Liberty Bell. I'm going to go to Sounds button right up here. I'm going to click Sounds, and I don't want the bell tool. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go way down here, and I'm going to choose a sound. And then I'm going to go to Effects. And there's a whole bunch of effects, but the one I want is this one. Yeah, it is called bell toll right there. Let's hear it sounds. Ready? Perfect. I'm going to click on bell toll. There it is right there. Now I'm going to go back to code. So I'm on the Liberty Bell right there. I've selected the sound bell toll. And now I'm going to code it so that if it touches the apple pie, it's going to make that sound. Watch how I do that. So I'm on the Liberty Bell. I'm going to go get a green flag. So when the green flag is clicked, now I'm going to get an if button, and that's in the control. If, right there. See that if? Right there. If touching, and touching is a sense, so it's in the sensing one, the light blue one right there, sensing. Touching. Oh, right there. Perfect. Now I'm going to drag it over, and watch how this little area turns white, and then I can just drop it right in there. See how it's white? I'm going to let it go, and it's going to pop right in there. Perfect. I'll make it a bit smaller. So if touching, not the mouse pointer, but if touching the, I'm going to click that little tiny triangle right there. If touching the apple pie. So if the Liberty Bell is touched by the apple pie, then we're going to play that sound effect bell toll. So I'm going to go to sounds right there. I'm going to grab this one, play sound bell toll right there. Perfect. There we go. Now let's see how it works. Ready? So green flag, if it's touching the apple pie, make that sound. Ready? Green flag and go. All right. Hello. Let me follow your mouse pointer. Now watch what happens when it touches the Liberty Bell. Nothing happens. It's supposed to make the bell toll sound. Oh, well, that's because we didn't code it quite right. Look, it only checked once when you click the green flag. If the green flag is clicked, if it's touching the bell, make the sound. Well, it wasn't touching the bell. The apple pie was right over here. So what we have to do is to tell the computer to forever check to see if it's touching the pie. So forever check to see if touching the apple pie. If it is touching the apple pie, then play the sound bell toll. So forever check over and over again, like hundreds of times per second. Ready? Green flag. Let's test it out again. Ready? Green flag and go. Yep. Hello. Let me follow your mouse pointer. Now it should make a sound. Ready? Here we go. Oh, that's a problem. Look what it was doing. It was playing it over and over again because it kept touching it. So look, instead of start sound bell toll, I'm going to take that out. Goodbye. I'm going to go back to sounds. Play the sound bell toll until it's done. And then see if it's touching again. Ready? Green flag and go. All right. Hello. Follow your mouse pointer. Perfect. There we go. So there's how you get the sound bell toll to sound when it touches the apple pie. I'm going to pause there, let you look at my code if you get stuck. And then when you're ready for the next part, I'll be here waiting. Okay, next, let's code the burger and fries. And while you were working, I already figured out where I want my burgers and fries to start. So for me, when the green flag is clicked, the burgers and fries are going to go to -110 and -10, which is right there. And I'm going to now go get a forever and an if button because we're going to have it checking forever to see if it's touching the apple pie. And if it is, it's going to make a sound effect. So forever. If touching, I'm going to go get a touching from the sensing button right there. If touching the apple pie. Okay, great. This is just like the Liberty Bell. So forever, if touching the apple pie, we're going to make it play a sound effect. So I'm going to go to the sounds button right here, sounds. I'm going to go down here and choose a sound right there. And I'm going to go to the effects button. And the sound I want is bite. Right there, perfect. So I'm going to click on bite. There it is. I'm going to go to code. So forever, if touching the apple pie, go to the sounds button right there. It's kind of pink. Play sound bite until done. And then let's do it again. So 3 bite sounds. Chomp, chomp, chomp. Like that. 3 bite sounds like that. But I think they're too close together. So look what I'm going to do. I'm going to put a little bit of a weight in between them. It'll sound kind of weird when they go right after each other like that. So I'm going to go to the control. I'm going to get wait 1 second. But instead of waiting 1 second, I'm going to have it wait 0.2. Just a pause between bites. And I'm going to do one more like that. And put it right there, 0.2. So when it's touching the apple pie, we're going to hear a bite sound, and a bite sound. Let's test that out. Ready, set, go. Hello, yes. Follow me to the different symbols. And now let's go to the burger. Perfect. So there's the code for the burger. If you get stuck, please look at my code. When you're ready for the next part, I'll be here waiting. Okay, next, let's do the Statue of Liberty, which I placed down here. And for me, it's at 175 and -75. And again, forever, it's checking to see if it's touching the apple pie. And if the Statue of Liberty touches the apple pie, it's going to say something really quick. Look, I'm going to go to this looks button right there, the purple one. And I'm going to have him say not hello, but instead she's going to say, welcome to the USA. That's it. Maybe for 3 seconds instead of 2. So that's a simple one. So green flag, if the apple pie is touching the Statue of Liberty, the Statue of Liberty will say, welcome to the USA for 3 seconds. So I'm just going to pause there. If you get stuck, please look at my code. And when you're ready for the next part, I'll be here waiting. Okay, I hope you're enjoying this project so far. Let's move on to the next sprite, and that is the letter U. So watch what I'm going to do. So when this apple pie touches the letter U, so I've already started. When a green flag is clicked, forever check to see if touching the apple pie. If the letter U is touching the apple pie, we're going to have it do a sound effect. So I'm going to go to sounds again right there, sounds. I'm going to go down here to choose a sound right there, choose a sound. And the sound I want is under effects, and I think it's called magic spell. Right there, let's see. Perfect, magic spell. So I'm going to click on magic spell. Now I'm going to go back to code. Again, we're working on the letter U. So green flag, forever, check to see if touching the apple pie. And if it is, start sound magic spell. I'm not going to do the one until done because it takes a little bit too long. So I'm just going to have it go start sound magic spell. And then look what it's going to do. Then the letter is going to hide for 0.1 seconds and then show itself for 0.5 seconds. And it's going to do that over and over again 10 times. So hide, show yourself, hide, show yourself 10 times. And I'm going to slide that in right under start sound magic spell. So again, green flag, forever check to see if touching the apple pie. If it is touching the apple pie, we're going to play the sound magic spell, and then we're going to hide and show ourselves 10 times over and over again. Ready? Green flag. Let's test this one already. So hello. Yes, of course. Follow the mouse pointer. Okay, great. Let's see what happens when I go to the U. Perfect. Oh, that's the other one. You'll get to that one in a minute. But I like how this works for the letter U. So I'm going to leave that code up. And again, this is for the letter U. If you get stuck, please look at my code. And if you want to repeat it even more than 10 times or less, it's up to you. And you can change the timings. But if you get stuck, look at my code. And when you're ready for the next part, I'll be here waiting. Okay, next, we're going to do the exact same code for the letter S and for the letter A. But instead of coding all that, it takes a long time. I got a little trick for you, a shortcut. Watch what I'm going to do. I'm on the letter U right now. This is the code for the letter U. I'm going to go way to the top here and see my mouse pointer. It's like a hand right there. I'm going to grab the code from the top. See at the green flag part. I'm going to grab it. I'm going to drag it down to the letter S. So my mouse pointer's on the letter S, and now I'm going to let go right there. See, it's on the letter S right there. I'm going to let go, and now look. On the letter S is the same code. I didn't have to code it all. I just kind of dragged it on top and duplicated it. So look, I'm going to do it now for the letter A as well. I'm going to grab it at the top. I'm going to drag it to the letter A and let go. So now I've got the same code on the letter U right there, on the letter S right there, and the letter A. I didn't even have to code it all. I just kind of dragged it on top. So I'm going to pause, let you do that, drag the code and onto the letter S and onto the letter A, and then you'll have coded all of the letters to do exactly the same thing. So when you've done that, I'll be here ready for you, waiting for the next part. Okay, next, let's do the basketball right there. And I've already started working while you were working away there, and this is how I did the basketball. Green flag. And go to 45 and negative 45, which is right there. And again, forever if touching the apple pie. And then if it does touch the apple pie, look what I'm going to have it do. I'm going to have it bounce. It's going to change its Y coordinates. So that's the up and down one, right? Y is up and down. It's going to go up by 5, and then it's going to go down by negative 5. It's going to do that a bunch of times. It's going to go up, 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 and then down, 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 back to where it was. And then it's going to play the basketball bounce sound. And then I'm going to have it do this 10 times. So it's going to bounce up and down 10 times. So I'm going to go get repeat 10 times. And I'll put a repeat around it. So now look, I'm going to drag that into forever. So if it touches the apple pie, it's going to go up a whole bunch and then come back down a whole bunch. It's changing its Y coordinates. And then it's going to play the sound basketball bounce, which is under effects. So let's see how that looks and sounds. Ready? Green flag, of course. Hello. Yes. Let's go to the ball. Ready? Here we go. Look at that. I like that. Okay, there's how you do that. So, here's the code to get the ball to bounce up and down. Again, you're changing the y coordinates by 5 at a time, so it doesn't go up too fast. And then it changes by -5 at a time, so it doesn't go too fast, and then it plays the ball bounce. So, if you're stuck, please take a look at my code, and when you're ready for the next part, I'll be here waiting. All right, next, let's do the astronaut right there. And the astronaut, it's a really big sprite, so I've set the size of the astronaut to 60%. It's just way too big for what I was doing, so I shrunk it a bit, set the size to 60. And there's where I want my astronaut to start, to -200 and -40. You can have it start wherever you want. That's where I chose. And then again, forever, if touching the apple pie. And this is what the astronaut's going to do. It's going to get bigger and bigger and bigger, and then smaller and smaller and smaller. So change size by 1, and to wait 0.05 seconds. And then do that 20 times, of course. And then change size by -1, 0.05 seconds, wait and do that 20 times. So it's just going to get really big and then back really small. Let's see how that works. Ready? So, green flag. Yes, of course. Hello. Okay. Let's go to the astronaut now and see what it does. Look how it's getting bigger and bigger and bigger, and then smaller and smaller and smaller. I like that effect. So, here's the code to make the astronaut go bigger and bigger and bigger, and then to make it go smaller and smaller and smaller. So you're changing the size, and that's in the looks button, the purple looks button right there. Not change color, but change, no, not right there. Where's change size? Change size right there by 10. And instead of 10, I made it 1. And then, of course, I put a weight in. You can changing the size, and you can change the weights, whatever you want. Here's what I did. If you get stuck, you can, of course, look at my code and, of course, try and experiment a little bit on your own as well. When you're ready for the next sprite, I'll be here waiting. Okay, let's do the next sprite, and that is the classic Chevy car, the automobile here. So look what I've done. I've put the automobile down here at -130 and -140. That's where I want to start, way down here. There's the coordinates. And then again, forever, if touching the apple pie, then start the sound car horn. That's under the effects. Play the car horn sound. And then look what I'm going to have it do. I'm going to have it change its x coordinates. And of course, x is the left and right directions. So it's going to change its x coordinates by 100 times. So that's going to make the car drive all the way across to the other side of this screen. So that's going to make the car drive all the way across. Like that, okay? And then, when it gets to the far end of the screen, I'm going to have the car go all the way back to the beginning of the screen, way over here, -200 and -140. So it's going to go like this. And then when it gets to the end, it's going to go all the way back over here. And then it's going to drive again forward to the starting spot. So, when the apple pie touches the car is going to drive all the way across like this by changing its x coordinates. And then it's going to go all the way over here quickly. And then it's going to drive a little bit more to get back to the starting spot like that. Let's just test it out to make sure it works. Okay, ready? So, yes, hello. Symbols, yes, okay. Now we're going to go all the way down to the car and let's see if that works. Ready? Watch the car go. Yep, all the way back. Perfect. Oh, and I hit it again. Great. Look at that. So there's the code to make the car drive all the way across. And when it gets across, it quickly goes back to -200, -140, which is over here. And then it drives a little bit more back to the starting spot. So I'm going to leave the code there. If you get stuck, please, of course, look at my code. And you can do some of your own things as well. And when you're ready for the next part, we're almost done, by the way. When you're ready for the next part, I'll be here waiting. Okay, next we're going to work on the flag. So when the apple pie touches the US flag, it's going to start the sound goal cheer. And goal cheer I found under the effects button. So you can have it do a big cheer, and it's called goal cheer. Then look what I'm going to have it do. Then I'm going to have the backdrops switch. So right now we have the farm backdrop. But when you touch the American flag, it's going to switch to the fireworks backdrop and wait for 3 seconds and then switch back to the farm backdrop. And I'm just going to drag that and put it in there. So there's the starting place for the flag. And then forever, if touching the apple pie, start the sound goal cheer, but also switch to the fireworks backdrop, which you can see here under the backdrops. We've got a whole bunch of them. I like the fireworks one for this. There's another one. The mountain one is also nice. but back to the flag. So I'm going to have it switch to the fireworks backdrop, and you can find switch backdrops right there under the looks button, the purple looks. Switch to backdrop fireworks, wait for 3 seconds, and then switch to back to the backdrop farm. So ready, green flag. Let's see how it goes. Oops, I'm on the mountain one, but that's okay. So ready, we're going to go to the flag. There it is right there, gold cheer. And there we go, back to the farm one. Nice. Good. Great. So there's the code to get the backdrops to switch. First from the farm one to the fireworks one, and then wait 3 seconds and go back to farm. Hey, if you're stuck, please take a look at my code. We're almost done. I assure you, I hope you're enjoying this. And when you're ready for the next part, I'll be here waiting. Okay, next, let's do the eagle, which I've got up here at 150 and 125. So go to 150 and 125 way up here. There's where the eagle is. And if you notice under costumes, I've got 2 eagle costumes. I've got this one, eagle, where it's looking off in this direction. Then I've got eagle 2, where it's looking in this direction. So watch what I'm going to do. There's eagle right there, eagle 2. So that's eagle. That's the one I want. So he's going to start with eagle. So go to costume eagle. Go way up here, and then forever check if touching the apple pie. And if he is touching the apple pie, play the screech sound, which you'll find under effects, and then glide. I've got a glide under the motion button right there. Glide right there. Glide for 2 seconds to -80 and to 20. So he's going to slowly glide over here. Then he's going to switch back costumes to eagle 2. So he's going to switch costumes to eagle 2, this one. Whoops, to eagle 2, this one. Perfect. And then he's going to glide all the way back to where he started from. And then he's going to turn back to the eagle costume there. So he's going to play the screech sound. He's going to glide all the way down here. He's going to turn around by switching costumes. Then he's going to glide all the way back up here. And then he's going to switch back to eagle 1. So right there. And I'm going to put that in there. So let's watch how the eagle works. Ready? So green flag. Hello, symbols. We've got the bong of the Liberty Bell. And watch the eagle. Ready, set, here we go. So he's screeching. He glides down there, turns around, and comes back. Perfect, like that. Wonderful. So there's the code for the eagle. If you get stuck, of course, look at it. You can have him glide wherever you want. I just chose him to glide over here towards the burger. You can choose wherever you want. And then he glides back to his original position, which was 150 and 125. See, he starts at 150 and 125. And then after he's done his gliding, he glides back to 150, 125. And he goes to the regular eagle costume. So there's the eagle. If you get stuck, look at my code. And we're going to do one more. Hang in there. So when you're ready for the next part, I'll be here waiting. Okay, last part. We're going to do a few finishing touches. First of all, somehow the letter A disappeared. I'm just going to go to letter A. And by accident, I think I clicked on hide. So I'm going to make it appear again. There we go. So now I'm going to go back to apple pie. And a couple of things. I want the apple pie to go in front of all of these symbols, not behind it. You can change that if you want, but that's what I'm going to do. So I'm on apple pie now. I'm going to get another green flag. So green flag. When a green flag is clicked, I want to make sure that the apple pie is on the front layer. And so how I do that is I go to the motion button and I go to front layer. Or is it under looks? It might be under looks. Go to front layer. Yeah, it's under looks. So when the green flag is clicked, the apple pie should always be in front of all of these symbols, not behind. If you want to make it go behind, you just go to back. Either way, I like the front, so I'm going to make it go to the front. I'm also going to have it make sure it goes to the farm backdrop, because you'll notice throughout this lesson, it sometimes switched backdrops on me. So I'm just going to make sure it goes to the backdrop farm. So again, I'm under looks, purple one, see it's purple. Go to backdrop farm. So make sure we always, when the green flag is clicked at the beginning, we always have the backdrop farm starting. Then I'm also going to have some music playing in the background. And the song that I like is called Guitar Chords. It's under sounds. So I'm going to go to choose a sound. I'm going to go to loops, because this is like a 5-second song that we're going to loop over and over again. It's not an effect, it's a song. So I'm going to go to loops. And the one I want is guitar chords. See, there's 2 guitar chords. I like this one, so I'm going to choose that one. So that's my song, Guitar Chords. So I'm going to go back to code. Again, I'm on apple pie. We're just doing a bunch of final touches. So I'm going to go to sound, play sound, guitar chords 2 until done. and then just do this forever. Play the song over and over again. You have to have until done though, so it plays the whole song. So let's see how that sounds. Ready? Green flag and go. Good. Let's see if it goes on top of the cymbals. Yep. I'm going to stop there. Notice how I've got the fireworks backdrop. Let's just see what happens when I hit the green flag if it goes to the farm backdrop. Perfect. It goes to the farm backdrop because I told it at the beginning to switch to the farm backdrop. Hey, I've got a few other sprites here that I haven't coded. I'll let you decide how to code it. I've got the Hollywood symbol here, the Hollywood sign. What I've coded the Hollywood sign is to spin around a whole bunch of times and make a sound effect called whiz. So it's going to spin. The word Hollywood's going to spin around and around, and it's going to make a sound called whiz. I've also got this plain ball one, which you can see here. I've only got it there so I can put it behind the hamburger and fries so you can see it a bit better. So the ball, I've got at the back layer. So it's behind the hamburger and fries so you can see those burger and fries really nicely. I've also got a couple of other sprites. I've got this turkey sprite. It's hiding right now. I've got it hiding. So if you want to do something with a turkey, you can do something with the turkey. You might want to shrink it. It's awfully big. I've also got a buffalo here, and it's hiding as well. It's awfully big. You might want to shrink it and code it to do something else. So there are your finishing touches for the game. I hope you've enjoyed this activity, and I look forward to seeing you at our next one. So have a good day, good afternoon, and I'll see you again soon. Bye. Take care.